Hello again, everyone. It's Vince, and this is our update for February 12th, 2026. Let's take a quick look at what happened today. Wow, some big numbers here. I mean, we started off um, kind of flat, kind of quiet in the first, half hour or so, and then it just collapsed. We kind of went sideways, tried to rally, collapsed again. I mean, we saw let's go through these numbers quickly. The Dow down 680 here today. The S&P down 109. The Nasdaq down 520, and the Russell down almost 55 points. If we go, say, to the SPY chart, here's what happened. If we go to the 5-minute chart here, just to show you what we normally look at with that opening range. Right at the close of that first hour, we broke that opening range of the first hour and just collapsed. I mean, there was a rumor going around, and I don't know, I can't confirm it. What I heard was that there's that move. Wow, incredible. What I heard was that Russia was in talks with the US to come to some kind of agreement for Russia to leave the BRICS nations and, go back to using the US dollar. So that really also put some pressure on the metals. Now, let's look at these charts. First of all, crude oil down almost 3% or a buck 79. We had gold, which was slightly green at the start of the day and down 150 points. And we had silver, which was up a little over $1 and now down 8.24 here. So huge move lower. Bond yields were lower. The dollar finished more or less flat after bouncing around a little. The VIX climbed over 3 points, is now sitting near 21 here. And on the Bitcoin or crypto side of things, Bitcoin down 837, small move considering, and Ethereum up 3 points. So really, crypto market not following along with everything else here. So pretty crazy day. On the economic front, we had the jobless claims number came in at 227,000, pretty much in line with expectations. So now focus turns tomorrow to the CPI at 8:30 tomorrow morning, 8:30 Eastern, that is. On the earnings front, yeah, we had a continuation of some big names reporting. After market hours, we had Coinbase, which had been falling steadily here, and still might. I mean, it was down almost 8% on the day today, but after hours is up 3 points or a little over 2%. And Airbnb had a huge down day as well, down 3%. But look at this, after hours, after reporting earnings, is up 6.5%. So slated to open around 123. Of course, there's lots of time between now and tomorrow's open. We'll see what happens, but that's where we are there. Now, I've got a few charts to share, and again, normally on a day like this, I don't do a lot. I like to see things settle down and so on, but there's some interesting charts that I want to share with you. One is McDonald's, and McDonald's, after reporting earnings, had a huge move in the opposite direction to the market here. A strong move higher, was up about 3% on the day. And, it doesn't sound like much, but considering what the market did, yeah. And more importantly, if you look at the weekly, and really I want to show you the monthly because you can see it really clear. There it is, a breakout to all-time highs after several months of consolidation here. Basically all of 2025, kind of going sideways in the range here. And now here we are breaking out of this with authority. So really love this. Even if I draw from here, this ascending triangle pattern, right? Really nice breakout. So any follow through here, which is pretty likely, I would say, or I would think, should lead to multi-month moves higher here. So just to keep it on your radar, I mean, trading it off the daily, being this far, from that ATR makes me a little nervous, but with some fluctuation, I'm sure we'll get another victory signal here pretty soon. But keep that one on a watch list. Looks like we should have many months of upside there, so that'll be interesting. Another one here to alongside was Costco. Now, Costco also has a long, is also far from here. And again, a very expensive stock. But, you know, this one, since breaking above that ATR to the upside here, after a pretty significant move lower and showing that it held support here, has been climbing. So it looks positive to me. Here's the monthly, which actually looks really good. A nice orderly pullback into these prior lows and a nice bounce. And we have a pretty clear road to the highs near 1076 or so. And who knows how much higher it can go from there. So Costco back on the positive side of things and looking pretty good. Now, on the short side, there were many today. Absolutely. TRI is one here. And I mean, this one's been falling for a while. Real nice setups here, all the way down. And there isn't one now. There, the most recent short was here, which we're still in. But I like the fact that we're breaking these lows here. So this could be in for more downside here after a bit of a pause. Now, you don't even notice the pause on the monthly. This has been a falling knife. So we still have room to drop into the 50 area. We're still at 85 here. So not that I would recommend chasing, absolutely not. But on the next setup would look really good. So I would keep this on a watch list. Then we have AMD. And AMD here, the only reason I'm highlighting this is it looks like it's, oh, oops, let me try that again. It looks like it's trying to form that H pattern that we've talked about in the past. Now, we're not there yet. I would look at these prior lows here, this low here, so more or less a zone, but in here, any break below here, and we'll call it 195 or so. You can put it to 190 or whatever makes you feel comfortable. But to me, from there, we have a shot at 160. So not there yet, but again, for your watch list there. And next is Tesla, which does have a short signal today. Looks pretty good. Should at least get to 388 or so down here. But that's where the real fun begins, right here. Now, it's not my favorite because I still think, we have some support nearby, but this looks pretty good. And below 385 or so, I would imagine it would accelerate there. Now, where things get really interesting is Meta and DXCM. Meta here, which has been pretty ugly. We had highlighted this H pattern, and I said if it breaks these lows, off we go. We can likely get down to the 580 area. We're still at 649, almost 650 here. Now, we didn't close below this prior low, but we did break it intraday, and so still looking for a move here. But I kind of like this. I like the fact that it pulled below this key level, came back, hit support, and rolled back over. So full disclosure, I did not take this short at the end of the day. I was not at my computer, but tomorrow morning, if it breaks this low, I may actually do something here. And we can follow up on this during our chat tomorrow. Now, the other one, DXCM here, this is nice and clean. This looks really good. A short right through this key level where there's support here. Earnings are behind us now. It did have earnings today. And actually, let me make sure that wasn't after hours. I thought, let me just confirm, see if the numbers were out already. Was this after hours? I think it was this morning. Pretty sure it was this morning. It was DXCM, which might not be showing here, but let me see if we can search DXCM here. Where's earnings? Does it show before market, after hours? Ah, I'm not sure. Anyway, double check that. I don't want to prolong the video. Double check that. But even still, it doesn't look like a huge move lower after market hours. So this one, I think there's potential here. And if we look at the weekly and the monthly, here we are. There's room to go still here. Still a $65 stock. Still looks pretty good. So there's a lot to look at. I mean, there's going to be a lot more coming up, obviously, and we can discuss that and more tomorrow during our live market chat. So come on and join us. We're going to kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you there. But until then, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you on our next update. Take care.